think maybe because he does what would want to do in certain situations. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know if you would want to react like he does in certain
I
situations.
mean, with that first dude that threw the dog, yeah, hell yeah. Like, cause that pissed the whole world off.
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
That's why I said I'm mad that I liked it. Like I'm really pissed.
He's Chinese.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
Hold on. Do you just record on what is it? OBS?
I get my capture from OBS, but I just use the camera recording.
Okay, because I started recording on StreamYards. Like we went off Zoom because StreamYard allows us to do like higher quality video. But sometimes you'll hit record and it takes sometimes 30 seconds to a minute before it actually starts picking up. So like a good conversation will start, and then all of a sudden I go to watch the edit. I'm like, we lost like 30 seconds of that, and it just throws off the whole thing.
Damn.
So right now I'm just looking at the recording thing is pressed and it's going, but I just wait for the numbers to start going before I start like doing anything. It is what it is. It's fucking
just to be safe.
Shit. Yeah.
Gotta deal with it.
Yeah, but okay, but how's everything in your life? You good? Like how's the world of movies and video games been treating you lately? Have you been excited about what's been on the horizon?
It's been too damn good. That's the problem. Like there's so many. Like listen, like 5 games I wanted to play came out the same day, and it's like the same thing with movies and TV shows. It's too much. Like I'm drowning in this shit. Like it's too fucking much. And then people keep recommending me new shows to watch. I'm like, I don't have the time.
I wish I had more time to play video games. I've been looking at Ghosts of Yotai sitting there on my shelf, like, and I can't touch it because I only have like but so much time in a day, and I'm like, I can't devote time to that.
Listen, I'm so busy. I got a PS5 Pro right here for that game. I haven't even touched it yet. I haven't even played anything on it yet. Like it's crazy.
With that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been locking in with us. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, tell your mama about us, share all the clips, share all the episodes. Let us know what you think. Let us know what movies you want us to cover. Go into the comment section, leave your comments, go on our social medias. I am Makazi. Everywhere, just let us know what you want to see. Now, if you notice, you looking at the screen next to me, it's a different black dude there. The homies are incapacitated right now, so we had to call in a favor to one of the friends of the channel, one of the big homies, Drew, Struggle Nation. Why don't you reintroduce yourself to the people who might not have seen the episode that you and Joe were on last time?
What's up, y'all? My name is Drew, aka M-Dogg. I got 20 different names, but those are the two we going with right now from Struggle Nation. We're YouTubers, we're streamers, we do music, we do everything, jack of all trades. But you can find us on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much everything. And we just chilling. And I'm glad to be here with the homie right now, talk about some dope stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of dope stuff, one of the reasons why I had to call in Drew for this episode is because we're covering a very specific short film that's hit the airwaves, a couple weeks ago. And from all the news or the what's the word? The comments online that I see about it, and there's a lot of people that are pretty divided on this thing. What we watch this week is on Disney Plus. It is Punisher: One Last Kill. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. From what I see online, it's very divided. Some people are for it. Some people are against it. Some people are giving Jon Bernthal, some shit about writing it himself. Well, I don't know. How did you feel about when you initially saw this film?
I'm gonna start with saying this. I'm an avid defender of Jon Bernthal's Punisher. Any iteration that he does, whether it was the old show or this, I absolutely love that. I love him as the Punisher, just period, because it's a different interpretation. It's more gritty. It makes him feel more real than ever. And listen, I've seen the special like 6 times. I love it.
Are you familiar with the Punisher character in general? Because I mean, I've seen all the shows and all the movies, but I'm not that familiar with his comic book iterations. I don't know a lot of different backstories that he's
insane.
Yeah.
The one thing that I see that some people say it's not comic Punisher. I'm like, do you really want comic Punisher? We're talking about a dude that murdered. Like there was a Spider-Man villain that turned his life around. Punisher didn't give a fuck. He killed him. Yeah. He killed him. He straight up killed him. The other villains felt bad about it, so they had like a memorial at a bar. Punisher went undercover at the bar and killed all of them too. They were chilling. They were there to celebrate this dude. Like he murdered all of them. Like dude he's not saying what he does is not justified sometimes, but he crosses the line a lot. But that's why we like the Punisher, because he snaps. He does what other superheroes aren't willing to do. But even in the comics, sometimes he was unhinged.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, God damn, what are you doing that for? Like, so I think comic Punisher is he's great. He is a little too much every now and then, but I'm familiar enough with Punisher to know. I don't know if you want comic Punisher in the MCU because he's going to kill everybody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think for some people, you read a character, on a comic and a book and stuff like that, and it feels a certain way for you because you're familiar with it, but you're detached. You're not actually seeing it happen. When you see some of that stuff on screen, it's just like horror movies. Some horror movies you can come up with like a really crazy kill or really crazy like murder, and then you see it on screen and just it hits a little more visceral because you're like, I don't know if I feel comfortable watching this. Right. I feel like if you got comic book Punisher in here, you might not be that comfortable watching him. Again, you're trying to do episodes. Maybe for one episode he goes ham and you're like, okay, this is cool. But 3 or 4, you're just like, yeah, I'm just watching a mass murderer.
And he does snap like in the MCU too. He's done it in the old show. Like there's some kills in the 2 seasons of his show where I was like, God damn, like I had to look away. It was some wild stuff happening too. So he still has that brutality. It's just, it's different.
Yeah, well, I mean, when this film takes place, it's kind of the in between. It's like probably the end of the Netflix series where after he's done dealing with Bullseye. Was it Bullseye or was it? Yeah, that was Bullseye. Fucking this dude Ben Barnes' character. And then he no, but he wasn't Bullseye.
No, he was in season 2. Like Bullseye was in season 3.
No, Bullseye is Daredevil. Who's Ben? Who did Ben Barnes play in Punisher?
I'm mixing them up. Jigsaw.
Yeah, Jigsaw. Yeah. After he's done dealing with after he's done getting revenge, for his family and stuff like that. Now it's almost essentially like transitioning from that into the MCU. And this is kind of, where this takes place. I don't know. How did you feel about this as far as bringing his Netflix brutality into a brighter Marvel universe? Because I'll tell you right now, the one thing that caught me off guard with this film, and I don't know how other people are going to take it, it might throw people off, is it's all happening in the daytime. Yeah. And I'm so used to seeing Punisher operate at night. So just seeing a bright, sunny day was kind of just jarring at first.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, the fact that he's snapping in the daylight, that's what makes it wilder. Like, it's bright outside, people are getting murdered.
Yeah.
Well, as far as the timeline, I think this actually happens at the same time as Daredevil season 2.
Okay.
I think that's what I read. That's why, like, you see like AT, whatever they're called, stuff like on at the grave.
Yeah.
But
and you see the paintings, the graffiti, on the walls and stuff like that. I don't know. I felt like when I was watching it, I felt like Bernthal took a little bit of inspiration from, say, like a Judge Dredd or The Raid. Kind of like, put a person in one location, watch them fight their way out.
Yeah, watch them snap.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I love a simple action movie. Like simple concept, simple premise, and just let the action speak for itself. And, seeing the little bit of a character arc for Frank was nice, where you're like, okay, what is he essentially? I don't know if you got this from what I took from it. It was like, what does he have to live for now that he's gotten his revenge?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's the main thing. And then we talked about it briefly, like when we were watching it, it's like, even after you kill everybody involved, it's like, it doesn't make it better. Because you still have that feeling. It doesn't like rectify what happened. So now it's like you lost your purpose now. And he's just drowning in despair. And I felt that shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know how much of it was Bernthal's idea versus the director and how he shot it, but like dealing with the military PTSD stuff. Like I have friends who have PTSD. Actually, Chris, who's part of the channel, was a Marine, and like it's just. I felt like it was a really fucking like cool way of just having the ghosts of his past kind of haunt him as he's walking by. That shit was like, I don't know if I could deal with that. Could you?
No, hell no way. Like he's stronger than me. I would crumble. There's no way. And it was extreme with him. I couldn't do it.
when he's walking and he sees like that his old like Marine buddy sitting there, he's like, hey. So what you gonna do now? You just gonna quit? You're gonna give up? And then he turns around and nobody's there.
Yeah.
Then he's walking between the buses and sees like comic Punisher walking past him.
Yeah.
Whew. For a second there, I was, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be a vigilante like, especially like that. Like Spider-Man, I could be that kind of vigilante. I don't know if I could be a Punisher vigilante.
I don't know, man. It depends on the circumstances you go through. Like maybe you get pushed to that. Like if you go through some extreme shit, then when you're like, fuck it, then you
wouldn't be
one bad day.
You're in Philly. You wouldn't go beat up and take out the dudes that jumped Will Smith and made him move to Bel Air.
I mean, he had to leave. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be getting spun around in the intro. Like, no, I'm not built for that.
Yeah, he got sent to a rich family. He upgraded.
Yeah, he good now. I'm still here. I got to deal with it unless I'm going to leave too.
Okay, so were you upset when? Obviously, most people were upset when the whole Daredevil, Punisher, Defenders, all those guys got went off Netflix, and they were when we transitioned over to Disney Plus. Everybody's hoping that you're going to carry on that same feel that that they had over there. Do you feel like you're getting that, especially with a character as visceral as the Punisher?
I feel like we are now, and with the Punisher, that's thanks to John, because when he initially came back, what they wanted to do, like he wasn't rocking with, because they were like trying to change what the Punisher was, so he actually left, and so they had to like they brought him back and then agreed to like make him like part of the writing team, and because it's pretty much his character right now, so a lot of what we see is thanks to him.
Yeah. I mean, are you aware of what kind of changes they were making? Because I'm not. I don't have no idea what
I don't know in particular, but I just know because it even happened with Daredevil Born Again season 1. Like what they initially wanted to do, that a lot of people didn't like it, so that's why like half the season is one thing, and the other half is like they brought the new writing team on, like the Netflix dude. They brought them back for like the second half of the season, and season 2 is like all them. But what they initially wanted to do, all I know is it was different. And with Punisher, it wasn't like what the Punisher was. So he got pissed off and left. Then when he came back, like they restructured around what he wanted. So he has like a lot of creative control. So I think what we're getting right now is exactly what I want. And shout out to him for that. I think we got the brutality. The fact that we're getting this on Disney Plus, Disney alone is like holy shit.
Yes.
Like listen, man, that last kill, I have nightmares about that shit. And that's on Disney. A dude got obliterated, and that was on Disney. Hell yeah.
One of my favorite it's a tiny little piece, a little like detail that I liked was when he was in the bodega, and he's beating up the dude, and he's about to break his arm, but then he looks left and right to make sure like the little girl isn't watching before he knees it.
Yeah,
I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Destroyed. It's crazy. I mean, Disney has always had adult, oriented stuff. It's just on like, what is it? Like they always had their own little side studios that took care of all the adult stuff. But seeing it attached to Disney, obviously, because even they even own Hulu, but like all Hulu stuff is coming under Disney as well too. So they actually had the parental advisory at the beginning of the movie thing. I was like,
that's all right. I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to me that we got a character like this who goes as far as he does, and yet still, for most people, are like they're rocking with it. I think maybe because he does what we would want to do in certain situations. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you would want to react like he does in certain situations.
I mean, with that first dude that threw the dog, hell yeah, because that pissed the whole world off. Because like I like how they did that, because they set that dude up, like the whole world was like kill him. We don't care about the whole Daredevil thing. It's like, no, just kill him. Yeah. And he set that up. It's like, so it depends on what happens, but something like that, like, hell yeah.
Yeah, my wife was watching that with me. That happened. She goes, did he just? Oh no.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
yeah. And the thing is, like, we know it's fake, but like we're in the moment and it looks real. So I'm like, it doesn't matter. Kill him.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's one of those things. It's an emotional reaction. Somebody does something like that, whether you're reading a book, watching a movie, you're like, man, just take him out. He's he's a terrible part of society. We don't need him around.
And that's why I like when he walked the dude down, he looked at the army dude, and dude gave him the nollie. Go ahead, kill him, man. He just just obliterated. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah. It's so one of the things that caught my wife off guard when we were watching this is like she was watching the show and she's like, man, there's a lot of like crazy stuff going around, like all the people beating each other up, the fiends on the street, and she was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, well, actually, New York back in like the 70s and 60s, it was kind of like that. I don't know if she really realized. She's young, so she didn't know.
There's some areas of Philly like that now.
Oh, I saw something about Philly, something with the hospital the other day that power went out.
Yeah, it's like it's been heat waves and this and that, and there was like that hospital they don't take care of it, so like the pipes have been terrible for years, and then that burst and flooded, and then the power went out, and this and that happened, and they were slow to react. So it's like, it's just.
Bro, I saw the video. I think you might have posted it, but I saw the video that they were talking about all the people getting taken out of the hospital. I was like, man, this is when the Joker shows up and blows it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like Philly's a cesspool right now. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Where are you hoping? Obviously, this is leading into Frank Castle showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Where do you hope this takes Frank's character going into the MCU forward?
I mean, honestly, I'm just glad to see him back. You know what I mean? Like obviously, I would love him having like bringing the show back, or like another version of it. But even if he like does appearances in other people's stuff, like Daredevil, whatever, I'm cool with that. I'm just glad to see him back because I love this version of the Punisher. Me
too. I wonder if his character, especially with where the MCU is now, if it could sustain more seasons of a TV show. I think maybe because of how brutal he is, it's almost like a Deadpool. He might be just better off as like a special guest in other shows and other movies.
Maybe.
Versus.
Oh, actually, I don't know though. I think people love the brutality though. Like I think we get brutality in Daredevil, but that's different. Like Frank's brutality is completely different, and I think there's an audience for that we haven't experienced that in so long. So I think there are enough people that would love a 8-episode season or whatever.
But do you think you think with his character in Daredevil and the brutality that comes in with these series, part of me feels like if you keep those going, all you're doing is almost ramping up or setting the bar a little up there for the other MCU properties to then be a little more gritty and visceral. And I don't know if that's what they want to do with it. I think they want to keep it a little more, glossy and a little more family friendly with spurts of that brutality so that it has more impact.
Maybe in some things, but I honestly think they're seeing the reception to a lot of DC stuff and it being like R-rated and pushing the envelope like Peacemaker and all of that. And I think they're finally willing to go that direction and be a little more lenient with the crazy violence and the adult content in the comic universe. I think it might be a little sporadic, and then when they get even more comfortable, we'll see more of it.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I don't know. It's weird because like I always hear that the argument that like some of these things need to be rated R. They should be rated R. But then you get a movie like The Dark Knight, which is PG-13, and it's phenomenal. So like these kind of things can be done with PG-13.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can still push the envelope in PG-13 because some people think PG-13 is like sanitized. It's not really. No, it's not, because they can still drop one F-bomb and all of that. Like they can still do a lot in PG-13. So not everything has to be rated R.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got like, what is it? Winter Soldier. That film is probably, to me, is still the best MCU movie.
That felt rated R.
Yeah, it feels very like serious, very like it feels of the same tone, just without the crazy violence. Right. And I actually like that. Like if Frank Castle showed up in that, he would feel like he's real part of that same world.
It's yeah. Like, and that's the thing. Like, Punisher doesn't always have to be R-rated. Like, Punisher can be PG-13 and still be effective. Like even some of the kills they did in I was about to say Brand New Day, in one last kill, like the gunshot blast to the head. In the Netflix one, they would have showed his head turn into a Venus flytrap. But in this one, they were slick with the cutting, and you still knew what happened. It was still effective. But it didn't show his face open, but it was still that brutality anyway. So you could do stuff like that.
Yeah, but they also just had him jab up a dude with a pen. Like how many?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh man,
Man,
obliterated.
it's weird. Like I don't. I like when I have brutality in my comic movies, and like
Mhm.
when someone's supposed to be violent, I like it to be violent.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes, again, if you take a character like, or if you take the level of violence in Daredevil and Punisher and you keep that around, I feel like the audience might just the audience watching TV might all of a sudden start hoping or wanting Spider-Man to become kind of, a little more aggressive and a little more violent. I just don't know if it works for, a character like that. I feel like, keeping it toned down so that when this violence shows up, it's like, holy shit, it
Yeah.
might make a little more
I
sense.
mean, I think if they want that for Spider-Man, they don't really know Spider-Man. Like that
Yeah.
that's because like he's been through some crazy stuff in the comics and all that, but to want the movie version of Spider-Man to be of that level, I don't know. I think that's kind of he's different. He's not them.
No, I get that, but I think some fans, and not like deep cut fans that follow the comic book, they have, they understand like, okay, some characters are a certain way. But I think
Mhm.
general audience, some people just fan cast stuff. So like
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah.
when you see shit like that, they all of a sudden get it in their head. Oh, I hope this happens. Oh, I want him to
Mhm.
be like this. And when it doesn't happen, you get a whole like, a lot of backlash towards it. I don't want the MCU to go in a direction that's too gritty, because
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like that grittiness for DC.
Yeah. I don't think they ever will. Like, I think
Yeah,
they'll toe the line. They'll do it when
yeah.
necessary because if everything just greedy, it gets kind of played out at a certain point because then you get kind of desensitized to it because it's just all the same thing. So I think they like variation. So I think we'll see a
Yeah.
lot of that. We'll see
Well,
gritty every now and then when it's needed, but not all the time.
is there any other like characters that are currently in the MCU that you could see show up in a gritty, Daredevil Punisher world?
Hmm.
I mean, there's someone actually I would love to see show up, which would be Shang-Chi. I would actually
Mm-hmm.
love to see him show up like in that world, just because he's more known for his hand to hand. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it would like
I
meld
think him fighting with
pretty nice.
Daredevil would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
I mean,
Like right
everybody
now,
would.
I'm just like along for the ride. Like, I'm just waiting to see what they do.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how Frank's gonna be in Brand New Day. I got a sneaky suspicion, just as we're talking about this, that before they changed everything with to go back to the how Punisher was, they may have been wanting him to do a little bit of a little some joke swaps,
Mm.
kind of like how Daredevil is, where he's got his little one-liners and stuff, where it's
Mm-hmm.
like, get a laugh here or there. And I'm sure, Punisher's like, nah, like that, he doesn't joke.
Right.
That's not what he does,
Right.
so let's not interject any of that in here.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Would you ever go visit New York if it was like that?
Hell no. Hell no. Like I'm gonna get roped up immediately. That shit is crazy. That is too crazy for me. That's too much.
It was just running around hitting each other with bats in the street.
Yeah, it's crazy because like as soon as you get off the train or whatever like that, it's gonna be some static. I don't want to deal with that. It's probably gonna be on the subway too. Like I'm good.
Yeah, listen,
Like
I love urban environments, but
mhm.
sometimes gentrification is nice.
I keep
Go
saying
to
that all the time. People hate me
Yeah,
for it. I say it
go
all
to
the
a
time. I'm
coffee
like,
shop.
listen. You want to be in that? No, you don't.
I told my brother, he came to visit me in Orlando one time, and we went to the sushi restaurant, and we was eating out on the street cafe. And he's like, "Oh man, this is nice because I wish they had more of this back in Massachusetts." I'm like, "No, because if you was in Springfield news, you'd either get shot or robbed. Like, you can't sit out on the street there, but here it's nice. Like,
Yeah,
I
can't
don't
do that
know."
everywhere.
Ugh. Yeah. Okay. So, what are you? Are there any movies or anything Marvel related or comic book related that you're looking forward to coming up?
I mean, of course, Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Vision Quest that got a date. I'm really hyped for that
Yeah.
because like right now everything is setting up for Doomsday, which
Hmm.
is going to be a national holiday. So I'm
Day one for you?
yeah 100%. Listen,
Okay.
I'm getting a Doom outfit and everything.
Really?
Like yeah. I'm trying to get a Spider-Man or Daredevil one for Brand New Day, but we'll see. I still got a couple months, but
Actually, I should pull out my Spider-Man costume.
you got
For
one?
Brandon. Yeah. I
Get
used
the
I used I used to do improv. Oh, I mean, it's just a real regular costume, but I used
Mhm.
to do improv dressed up as Spider-Man.
For real?
Yeah. So
Why
we
did I
had
know
so
that?
No, because I used to be in this improv group and we would do improv, like so we would dress up as certain characters and we'd have to do improv as those characters doing improv. And I would always do Spider-Man. One of my friends was Wolverine, another one was the Darth Vader.
Tell me this video of this or something.
I feel like I gotta ask. I gotta see if they have it.
Please, I need to see this.
But no,
I never heard anything like that.
Oh, it's yeah. Have you ever tried improv? I feel like you guys would be good at it.
A little bit, but not anything worth talking about.
Yeah, tell you if you go around, probably especially in Philly, they gotta have some improv troops or improv classes. Like, just go do one. That shit is freeing when you realize, like, hey, just yes, and you can't say no to shit. Dude, it's
I feel like I would like it because I do like improv.
Yeah. And I mean, you've done like you freestyle, so
yeah.
I
mean, I guess that
brain
counts. A little different, but
yeah. I don't know. You know what I'm looking forward to is fucking Clayface.
Oh God, yes. Listen,
Yes.
Some people were mad that they're making a movie, but I'm like, do you see this? Like, look at what they're doing. It's straight up horror, and horror works so perfectly for Clayface because his story is a tragedy, and they can really play into that and how messed up his abilities are and what he's going through. It's going to be nuts.
It also looks like one of those ones where it's like they kept the budget low, so it's like, hey man, like just be creative, do what you guys got to do to tell this story the right way. Which I'm excited for because sometimes these budgets are so fucking high. You're like, I get why they play it safe sometimes because they got to try to make all this money back. But man, like just seeing some people like be creative and try to like shoot for the fences. Yeah.
That's why I like the first Deadpool so much because the budget wasn't high at all. Like they barely had any money, and they had to do like reshoots and stuff, and they made the best of what they had. Yeah.
Some of the comic movies you see now, you're like, man, I know it's a $250 million budget, but like, where? Because it looks like some of everything else that I'm seeing. Like, there's nothing. The CGI is kind of choppy sometimes. All this different. I'm like, where's this money going?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the whole thing.
Are you into like the fact that all these movies and all this shit are like the budgets are just going way too astronomical?
I think after I lived in LA for a few years and understood more about how the industry works and all that, like I don't really complain about it too much because there's a lot of moving parts and all that. So I try to like understand, sometimes, things cost money for this and this, whether they got to do this. And for the VFX, they're like shipping it off to 3 different countries to do it and all of that. So sometimes things are expensive, but other times you hear the budget and then you see what happened. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is that case every now and then where it's like they spent $30 million, $30 billion on this, and you're looking at this. I'm like, well, where'd the money go? Like, what happened? Like, there's no story. Like, this looks terrible. So
you ever see? Okay, so getting back to the movie, take Jon Bernthal's Punisher. You got Jon Bernthal's Punisher, Ray Stevenson and Punisher Warzone, and you got Thomas Jane Punisher and Dolph Lundgren. Like, do you have can you put those in order of which ones you like best?
Jon Bernthal is first.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Thomas Jane is second.
I don't know if we're gonna agree on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Warzone was fire though. Like it was fire.
Yeah.
I remember I watched Warzone when I was at work because it was a slow day, so I pulled it up on my phone. I was like, God damn! Like I remember some dude was flipping, got blown up with like a rocket launcher mid flip. I was like, holy shit! So his Punisher, okay, I might falter a little bit. I just seen the Thomas Jane Punisher so much, and I seen Dirty Laundry. You ever seen Dirty Laundry?
No.
Dirty Laundry is a Punisher fan film on YouTube done like 10 years ago, and they had Thomas Jane reprise the role as the Punisher in it. It's incredible. Like, you watch it as soon as you can. It's called Dirty Laundry.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's done by this dude named Adi Shankar. He did the newest Devil May Cry anime that's on Netflix, and he did a bunch of really dope stuff.
Yeah.
But because of that and the original movie, Thomas Jane is number 2 because incredible. And Ray's number 3. I only seen Warzone once, but I did enjoy it. But and then of course is last.
Whenever I see Ray Stevenson as Punisher, like, one, he's just a big ass dude, and he looks like comic Punisher. Of all the people that have played Punisher, he's got that slick back hair. He's got that Frank Castle look. And then
I don't know if you played Marvel Rivals, but you know what Marvel Rivals is, right?
Yeah, but I haven't played it yet.
He reminds me of the Punisher from Marvel Rivals because that's comic Punisher also, and he does have that look. If we wanted to go 1-to-1 with the comic, he's the closest.
Well, I mean, but also like in the movie, like it was kind of over the top. So like it felt like, you know, they were trying to take a comic book and bring it to life. Like when he was hanging upside down from the chandelier and just shooting in circles.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, this is the maybe the kind of off the wall madness I like seeing in certain comic books. Sometimes I like realism. Sometimes I like just, hey, it's a comic book. Do whatever you got to do.
Right.
That's why I can never hate on Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Yeah, I can't either.
I don't know why people hate it. I don't know why people hate it.
And I keep telling people the same thing. Like, if you hated the theatrical cut, watch the director's cut. Because 99.9% of people that didn't like the theatrical cut love the director's cut because it's just better. It's a better movie. I don't even hate Colin Farrell's Bullseye.
No,
I know a lot of people do, but I don't.
No, I like
cool
it.
for the movie.
Yeah, I like that world. The only thing I didn't like in that movie, maybe because it was just hokey, was the playground fight between Elektra and Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those ones where you got some wires. You're like, all right, let's do some fun stuff because it sounds like a cool idea, but when you actually see it executed, you're like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't mind it. You know, it's you know.
I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. Like, I hope Marvel does a few more like these little specials.
I really do. Because they haven't done one of these since the I think the Guardians special.
Yeah.
There was Werewolf by Night, there was Guardians and this. Like, I love when they do this.
I feel like, especially with Marvel, I feel like they should go a little more where you have films and specials that are in that world but not connected. Because I think they've just conditioned everyone to think that everything they do is connected, so you got to keep an eye on everything. And sometimes you just I like seeing a story that's taking place in that world, but isn't necessarily connected to the overall, arc that's going on with everything.
But the thing is, like, if they do that now, people are going to complain. Well, why is it not connected? Like, people going to complain about everything. If it's not connected, they're going to complain. If it's connected, then they're going to say, well, it's too much. So I think right now, since they've built this, I don't know if they can do something that's unconnected, like, unless it's like a animated thing, like Marvel Zombies or something like that.
Well, see, I feel like that's what they should have did with Phase 4. Like after fucking Thanos and all that stuff, they should have spent one phase just doing like singular stories that are just in the world, but not necessarily building towards anything yet. Because I feel like, again, I think one of the issues I had with some of the Phase 4 stuff is just it felt like they were trying to build towards a new story, and then you lost it all. When you're trying to reset everything, where if you could just let Shang-Chi just have his own movie that doesn't really connect to anything. If you have, again, what is it? Anthony Mackie's Captain America just have his own story that doesn't connect into anything. They're not feeling like it has to, close any, stories or build the world around it. Just let it be a movie. I think it would have been a little more successful. I don't know what you think.
See, I don't know, because like I'm one of them people that have been there since the beginning. So I feel like when they start connecting things, I get rewarded because I've been following this at the beginning. So if they reference something or they connect something, like I'm like, oh, that's part of this, that's part of that. Like it's like a treasure hunt, and like you're along for the ride on the journey. So I like the connections, but I get it can be a little bit much for some people. Just me, I love it.
Well, no, but like I feel like the connections like to the larger universe can be just little small Easter eggs. They don't necessarily connect. They don't necessarily like lead to another story going on. But it's like, oh, okay, these guys are okay. Hey, we're just gotta make a pit stop in Geneva real quick. You're like, oh, I know where that is, and then think, oh, I've got to go to Madripoor to go pick up something. Okay, I know where that is. Right. So it just makes the world itself feel real, without actually having to,
build something
connect
up.
The stories.
Yeah. I get
also, if you're watching, like, say they do, like with fucking Captain America 4. What was that? That was not. I remember it was supposed to be New World Order, but it was
And did it turn into Brave New World?
Yeah, Brave New World. If you had like some of the scenes with Harrison Ford's, fucking Thunderbolt Ross, and all of a sudden he interacts with someone from Wakanda, doesn't that need to have any connection with Black Panther? It's just it makes Wakanda feel like a real place in the world.
Yeah.
Because I hate the fact that like some of that stuff only gets mentioned when that character is going to be showing up soon. Like, why? It's supposed to be a real world.
Right.
I don't know. Are you? Is there? If you could if you could bring in any one of your Marvel favorites into the MCU, like, do you have anyone in mind?
I mean, my answer was always been Gambit, but we kind of got that. So
How did you feel? How did you feel when you saw Gambit in? Because I haven't talked to you in a while. Like, as far as movies go, how did you feel when you saw Gambit show up in Deadpool Wolverine?
I'm a Gambit fanatic. I almost hit Mariah Carey notes. Like when he walked in, I stood up. I said, "Oh shit!" Because
Did you have it spoiled before you?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't know about Blade. I didn't know about Elektra. I didn't know about him. The only thing, because I think I knew about X-23 because I think she was in the trailer.
Yeah.
So that's the only one that I knew about. I didn't know about anybody else, and I actively avoided spoilers because I got people that tell me online like, don't look at this, don't go on Instagram, don't go on YouTube. So I just shut myself off. I don't look at nothing. So I went in there completely blind for the most part, and I was like, yo.
And did he live up to your expectations? Because it isn't the first time we've had Gambit.
Yeah. I mean, listen, when it comes to Gambit, I'm still like my I don't know if fan cast is the right word because he was Gambit. Taylor Kitsch and Wolverine, Wolverine Origins, or X-Men Origins Wolverine. That was because like that looked like the most like Gambit to me because he had the mannerisms and all of that. So I'm like, I would love that, but you know what I mean? If we don't get that, then I'm cool with whatever. And I know the Channing Tatum Gambit, they was trying to get that going for years, and then it just fizzled out and didn't happen. So to see him get that opportunity again to actually play him and be on screen, like I was just happy because number one, I love Gambit, and number two, like he got to actually do it. And he loves Gambit too, so I can't hate him for that. And it works for me.
One of the things I love, especially with Gambit, because of a lot of the superhero costumes out there, his might be one of the ones that like you don't know how it can look in real life.
Right. Because you think about trying to make it live action, like it's going to look ridiculous because it's not practical.
Yeah, you got the head cowl, the fucking shin pads, and I'm like, again, like when you watch some of the Marvel stuff, you're like, okay, I see how they take Scarlet Witch's costume and they make it like plausible in the real world. And I was like, oh, I wonder how they do it for them. But then you see his, and you're like, maybe sometimes they should just recreate what they see in the comic and just try to make it look realistic.
Yeah,
and
like they do with Wolverines, because like Wolverines technically shouldn't work in live action too because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean that in the best possible way. Like it works in comics and cartoons, but live action, if you don't do it right, it's gonna look goofy. Like there's no way it's not gonna look goofy. They made it look legit and real. So
I'll be honest with you, I kind of wish they had, instead of just doing like the ripped off sleeves, they had left like the blue shoulder pads.
The blade, yeah.
I wish they had that. But when he pulled the mask, I was like,
I almost stood up again. I'm telling you, man.
Ever since X-Men, ever since the Wolverine, when they showed when he's on the plane and he opens
when he teased it,
they've been teasing real suits for however long, and they just never actually use them. They always use some random suit in the movie,
right?
And then they show the comic accurate one at the end. Even with X-Men, when I think it was X-Men Apocalypse or Dark Phoenix, one of them, where at the end they show the X-Men show up, and you got like Taylor Sheridan with the Cyclops. The blue and yellow Cyclops outfit. I
know Hugh Jackman was trying to get the comic accurate Wolverine on screen for a long time, but he never wanted to do it.
Who do you think is going to take over?
Get it to work?
Do you think they're going to keep Hugh Jackman for a while, or who do you think they're going to recast?
I think after Doomsday is going to be they're going to recast, because the things that maybe after Secret Wars, because when I'm hearing like after that it's going to be like a reset.
I'm telling you, I always thought that after the Infinity War or Infinity Saga, they should have just scrapped all the heroes that they had just built up. Again, spend a year doing singular, or spend a couple years doing non-connected singular movies for all those characters while you're figuring out the next group of people that you're going to bring up. And that would have been the X-Men. Now you're telling the Mutant Saga and stuff like that. Now all these movies take place in that world, but you don't have Captain America, you don't have Hulk or stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you get people that are so used to seeing Captain America that they think Captain America should be in everything that's Marvel. No, there's a lot more other people you can use.
I think after Secret Wars, people will they'll have no choice because they're gonna, some things are gonna happen and they're gonna reset, and these characters aren't gonna be around anymore.
Yeah. Well,
And like right now they're working on the X-Men movie, and I'm hyped for that. So we're gonna be going in the direction that a lot of people want.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, and it's not necessarily retiring these characters, but like, hey, like the focus on them is over. Now let's focus on the next crop of superheroes for the next 20 years.
Yeah,
you keep doing that, just I don't know, cycle them through.
Yeah, because we do have a lot of characters to deal with, and that's why I'm glad we got the Thunderbolts now, because that's brand new.
Yeah, Thunderbolts was, man, that's probably one of my favorite Marvel movies recently, just because the emotion behind it.
I've seen Thunderbolts like 15 times. Listen, I've cried so many times in that damn movie because like some scenes just hit and it just feels so real. Like it doesn't feel like they wrote a script. Like some of that stuff just feels like real stuff, and even the stuff that they're tackling, it's heavy, but they do it in such a way where like it's believable. That's why I love it,
dude. When Yelena's having that conversation with Red Guardian, and she's like, you were gone, like you left. Yeah.
Even like the delivery there with like the voice cracking and breaking and all that, like it just feels like an honest conversation between these two real people. Like, man.
All right. Well, final thoughts on Punisher: One Last Kill. Like, do you recommend people go check this out?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people have an issue with because I read a comment. It was like, well, the first half was boring. And I'm like, okay. Some people just don't want to feel things, and I get that. But what I mean, for the rest of us that enjoy feeling emotions, like I felt all of that, and I loved it, and it showed the character arc of the Punisher. Like it wasn't just emotion for no reason. Like it was showing his state, where he was, and how he had to overcome that, and to find a reason to keep going. Yeah, and it did that.
Yeah, I don't get why people hate like when a character has to earn the action scenes. Yeah. Batman, Batman Begins. He had to earn the suit.
Yeah,
he had to go through all this to get to that point. People are just like, I just want Batman to show up.
Yeah, I want him to fight. I want him to kill. I want him to do this. Like it's like, listen, you got to go through something to get there. Like it can't just be like it starts, somebody's head gets blown off. It's like it has to be. It's showing him as a real person, because he's a real person now. He's not just a comic character. Like he's a real person in this real world, and he has to deal with real things. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah. One thing I actually did like about this One Last Kill was Frank Castle was living in an apartment building, not like in some lair somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just an empty apartment building. He got nothing in there because he's not attached to anything. It's like, he's like a very real world vigilante. Like, I go home, I have to walk by my neighbors and shit like that. Whereas sometimes it almost feels like they have to they live in this real world, and they have to cross over into their vigilante world. And with him, it's like, no, that's all one and the same, man.
All the same.
Like when the little girl's looking at the news and she sees him on the news and looks at him and then just waves. It's like, I was telling my wife, I was like, it's interesting that like these people in this city know who he is, they know where to find him, but they're like, on a certain level, I agree with what he did. So I'm just leaving,
because they respect him.
Yeah.
And that also shows like where he's come. He snaps out, but he snaps out in a way that people want to but can't. And he helps everybody, so that's why they know they don't say nothing, and they just address him like a regular person.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like
he's like the Marvel version of like Stone Cold Steve Austin when he started when he was beating up Vince McMahon. Like everybody, like I want to beat up my boss.
You're right.
So that's all it is. Everybody's living out their fantasy through him.
Right.
All right. Well, before we end this episode, as always, every week we tend to do a little hot take. Drew, this is your first time with the hot takes. Do you have one this week? Is there anything on your mind that you're like, I don't know how everyone feels about this, but I have a very emotional, connection to something? I can start. I can tell you mine.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
I'll tell you, I wrote it down this week. I was actually in the car. My wife, my brother-in-law, and his girl were in town, and I always leave voice notes or like little notes on my phone whenever I think of something.
I do the same thing.
This week, I wrote, where is it? Hold on. Where's my? I forget what we were talking about. I think we were just going to like the beach or something like that. All right. All right. So my hot take this week, I don't know how you feel. Breakfast burritos are trash.
What? Oh, you tripping? What?
Breakfast burritos, bro.
No.
Scrambled eggs do not belong in a burrito.
Are
Scrambled
you
eggs and
serious?
hash
Oh, that's
browns?
crazy.
Get
Yo,
the
that's
fuck
actually
outta here.
crazy. What? Wait a minute. Hold up. I don't know if you had a good breakfast burrito. Like when you get a good breakfast burrito with the scrambled eggs and the cheddar cheese and the bacon, and that shit is wrapped up. That shit is fire.
No, it's terrible. When you when you bite into when you bite into a burrito, if it's mushy and that's the scrambled egg texture, nah, like it's just no, I can't.
No,
No.
man, no. Yes, that's wild.
Eggs don't belong between tortillas. I'm sorry.
No. I can't agree with that one. Like, listen, I'm an open-minded person. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, I'm open-minded too, but I'm closed on this one.
That's what is it exactly? Is it the texture of the eggs? Like what don't you like?
So it's the texture of the eggs. It within the burrito. When I bite down on one of those burritos, it's squishy. I don't know, and that's not how I like to describe my food. And like I don't know, I don't think the flavor, but bacon I can see, but I don't think the flavor of egg lends itself to being in between a tortilla. They don't taste good.
Next time you come down to Philly, I'm gonna show you the right places to go to get a breakfast burrito. You be like, yeah, damn, you was right.
No, I will do a taste test and be like, yeah, see, it's trash. Drew doesn't know.
So what's your ideal breakfast then?
Okay, so this is fucked up because I rarely eat breakfast. Like black coffee is my breakfast most of the time.
Okay.
But if I eat breakfast, usually it's just a steak and eggs or just random shit. I'm one of those people, I don't believe in breakfast foods, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
I just think food is food. Like I'll eat rice and stir fry for breakfast because
I've had pizza for breakfast. So I get you.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where again, growing up Cambodian, like you'd eat noodles for breakfast. It's just whatever you had on hand. Leftovers last night is usually breakfast.
Okay. All right. So, that's fair.
No, but the thing is with the breakfast burrito, there's just something about that, the flavor and the texture. It just doesn't taste good as a burrito. And I love burritos.
It's like the combination of eggs, cheddar cheese, and that salty bacon, like that together is like S tier for me.
Yeah. Then the tortilla comes in and ruins it all. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I've never liked breakfast burritos ever.
That's gonna wreck my brain all day. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. It is what it is. Agree to disagree.
Yeah, no. Next time I'm in Philly, I'm like, hey, Drew, we gotta go get breakfast.
I got you.
Oh, you got any hot takes this week?
I don't know if I said this already, but my hot take, and I've talked about this a lot. I personally think that the movie No Country for Old Men is overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? I'm curious why. Because
Javier like
Bardem is
no. The actors are great.
Yeah.
My issue with the movie is half the movie feels like one thing, and then it just like jumps to something else, and it's like whiplash. Like, wait, what? How do we get here? How did that happen? And it just like it ends. And you're like, wait, what's going on? And I'm pissed off for the whole rest of the movie, and then it ends, and I'm still mad looking at the credits. I'm like, yo.
Okay, I can see that. I can see a scenario where people are just so encapsulated by the performances that they're not really paying attention to the narrative, and so the narrative kind of just skates over. So they're not really. So it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Because I think whenever I think of No Country for Old Men, I think Javier Bardem more than and the fucking that little
that gun he got. It was crazy. Like he was menacing the whole movie. That's why I was so locked in. Like when he goes to that store, he's talking to like the store owner and you feel a sense of panic because you don't know what can happen because he dude snaps and you know what I mean. And then it's just like it just jumps to something else and it's like it kind of speeds past everything else and it just ends. I'm like, what? All right.
Do you think there's a trend in movies nowadays where like the sociopathic killers are also like kind of quirky? Like for instance, did you see Kraven the Hunter?
Yeah.
The dude that played Rhino, like his personality, I was just like, I feel like they're trying to do too much with his personality. Like,
I mean, but then again, they were trying to do too much for that whole movie. So that's
I liked Kraven.
You what? No,
I liked Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, man.
I just didn't like how they was CGI in that girl's mouth to talk. But
that was one of the many issues. Listen, that
listen,
I like the fights in the movie, but the movie like the story and all that. I'm like, come on, man.
I think maybe because I'm a huge Aaron Taylor Johnson fan.
I am too.
Yeah, I just like the dude's built like a superhero. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's been Quicksilver, he's been Craven, like he's been fucking kick-ass. Like
Mhm.
he's tailor-made for the superhero genre. He just
That's
hasn't
why I was so
had
hyped for the
that
movie.
Yeah, it just hasn't taken off yet. I could actually see I could see them bringing him in as Craven again, just with the right creative behind it.
I mean, he had the build and everything for it. It's just the direction of the movie I didn't like. But like him as Craven, like he did his thing. He did the best he could do with what he was given. I didn't have any issues with his performance, and the fights were great.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind him coming back.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
didn't like the movie.
The thing is, I remember that there was some shit that I didn't like about the movie, but if I had to go pros versus cons, I think I liked it more than I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like that. I haven't seen Morbius. I need to see Morbius. I don't know how I feel
Morbius is one of those movies that everybody hated on, but I didn't think it was bad. Like I liked it.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'm a Jared Leto fan, so
I am too. I defend him all the time, and people be dogpiling on. I'm like, listen, I like
why?
the dude.
Why do they dogpile on Jared? I
don't know, man. I like 30 Seconds to Mars. I like his acting. Like that movie he did with Denzel and Rami Malek from Mr. Robot. That shit was fire.
Yeah, the little things.
Yeah, he can play a psycho like none other. Dude was wild in that movie.
Yeah, like I liked him again, and then he can do that, but then he can also do fucking Tron Ares.
Right, I still have to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a great actor. I think he just doesn't have that performance or that role that's like, popular, like in pop culture that takes him forward. I thought maybe Morbius might have been it, but
yeah. And the thing is, he's in a lot of big things. Like he was in Dune. He was great in Dune.
Yeah,
like he plays really good roles. It's just I don't know.
All right, well, that's the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi. Drew, why don't you let everybody know where they can find you? If you have anything coming up that you're interested, that you want to let people know about, let them go.
Y'all can find us primarily on YouTube, youtube.com/Struggle Nation, on Instagram, instagram.com/ECOMOG, because still working on branding, so still got the old name. But we got videos coming all the time. I stream all the time. We're getting back into doing music, so expect a couple music videos coming soon. But that's pretty much where you find us.
All right. Well, I mean, one of the things when I originally found you guys was because I was watching all your trailer reactions. Is there a trailer you've seen lately or that's got you excited right now?
The Furious. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yes, I have.
I listen, that
yes.
Oh my God. I don't know if I'm gonna survive that in the theater. Because that trailer killed me.
Bro, it's so crazy because like I've seen so many action movies, so many martial arts movies. Then you see movies like this that come out. Yeah, like, man, they're still doing new shit.
You listen. I have been watching movies damn near since I was born. I've been watching movies for decades. I've seen the older martial arts films. I've seen the newer ones. Raid, Night Comes First, all of that. I pretty much thought I saw everything. And in this one, I'm seeing stuff that I've never seen before. I'm like, how the hell did you find a way to find some new shit to do to fuck people up? I don't know how it's possible.
Bro, it's something simple. When he had to do in the bear hug and just with the hammer, just along the spine, I was like,
and I'm feeling all of that.
Yeah.
Even the sledgehammer to the head.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm excited about the Furious. I told all my friends, hey, we got to cover this for the pod.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, so my brother-in-law and his girl told me about a movie I haven't seen yet, but it's on Netflix right now. It's called Demon City. I think we might have to check that. I might be checking that out on the pod soon, but that looks interesting. It's a Japanese like action movie.
Ooh, okay. So, adding that to my list.
Yeah. And like right now, the trailer that I saw that I'm excited about is the next season of Avatar. Last Airbender.
Okay.
Like they just dropped a new trailer where they have you have like I don't know, it looks like they just really leveled up after season 1.
Okay.
And Zuko is fucking going crazy now. Obviously, Aang's fucking like 6'2" now, but I'll look past that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
listen, as a 42-year-old dude who's 5'6", all these tall Asians is fucking me up right now. It's pissing me off. The Asians was always small. Then all of a sudden, Yao Ming came in and fucked it all up.
Messed it all up for everybody.
Yeah, but anyways, all right, man. I appreciate you having you on the pod, man.
Yeah.
See you soon. We'll link up again soon, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, brother. Talk to you later.
Peace.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy at the Sunset Kid 56 Marcos, giving my 2 cents, my additional analysis to the Punisher Last Shot, Last Kill. As you can see, I'm at an undisclosed location, but I still wanted to be a part of this episode. So check this out. Jon Bernthal embodies the Punisher. Jon Bernthal. The only issue I had with this was it was not long enough. I wanted more Johnny Bernthal. I wanted more Frank Castle. I wanted him to go balls to wall, crazy in an apartment, an abandoned, whatever, him crying, him going, no, 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 no. More of that. We needed that, and we definitely needed more action scenes. When my man was just jumping from fire escape to rooftops to shooting people to saving that little girl, whoo, I was locked in. And I'm also going to be locked in for the new Spider-Man movie, in which he's going to play a major part. You know, you got to support the Marvel people. I am ecstatic that we're getting 2 major tentpole movies this year. But, you know, just to wrap things up and make this quick, I just want to make sure that everybody knows I am very happy that Sarath was able to put this episode out. We do have a special guest. Check it out. We're going to kill it. This was fun. I will see you at the next one. But before I do, go watch this Punisher Last Shot and go like and subscribe us. And we'll see you at the next one.
I'm a warrior.